Hi there, Dr. J here. Hoping that I'm catching you when your brain is wide awake and alert and can follow what I'm saying for this brief time period. So I just got back from North Carolina, where I was invited to be an expert on TV once again, talking about Alzheimer's and ways to help prevent Alzheimer's. As you know, recently I was invited to a meetup group, which is Make the Rest of Your Years the Best of Your Years. And I gave a presentation on my brain health system to help see what's going on with your brain, capture deficits at an early stage, and with a multifaceted approach, both diagnostically and clinically with treatment, to help turn it around and really give you the best chance in life to have a fantastic end of life. Now, when I was in High Point, North Carolina, I was walking around downtown. I went to the train station and ran into a woman there whose father had died of Alzheimer's and mother had dementia. She was telling me the devastating consequences of all of that. So one of the things I'd like you to do is to review the meetup lecture that I did. I have those links attached to this. And also, there are some other links that talk about meningeal compression, talk about blood sugar issues, talk about some of the other things that are key components in taking care of your brain. One of the things that I want to very briefly go over here is a little chart I made. So here's your brain in the middle, and there are various factors that must be addressed and looked at in your situation to see if your physiology is supporting the health of your brain. These are things like the condition of your liver. Is your liver actually helping you clear out toxins or not? Stress, key component. We have to look at that. How about traumas? What kind of traumas have you had and how is that affecting your brain? Food allergens, a key component. Gluten's a key component here, but there could be others that are causing your brain to not work right. Circulation is an issue. Meningeal compression, I talk about that significantly. And I am one of the few people across the country who's been trained and has been practicing for more than 6 years, helping people with meningeal compression to get their brains back. Then down here, nutrition. How well are you getting the nutrients in your body? Are you getting enough? And is it being absorbed, or is your digestive system fighting it? Then over here, chemical toxicity. As we describe in the video and the meetup group, chemicals are everywhere in the environment. You get them through the air, you get them through your food, you get them through the water. You have to clear them out of your body in a healthy way and not get them into your body, so stop putting them in your body. Next, we have heavy metals. Key component here, lead, mercury, cadmium, all neurotoxic damage to the brain. Key component of a healthy brain and the brain health program. Inflammation, once again, diabetes is a key component here. Metabolic syndrome, which is less severe than diabetes, but certainly a factor. Inflammation, key problem that will cause the brain to break down and degenerate is if you have inflammation anywhere in your body, and that inflammation then causes a neurologic and an immunological and a hormonal reaction in the brain. Then we have sugar. Sugar, a very, very key component. More and more is known to be influencing your brain. And causing something called crusty brain syndrome. So I'd like you to watch my most recent segments on TV, and then you can go and watch the meetup lecture that I gave. And please, 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 if you care about the people around you, share this information with them. Help them get the help that they need, that their doctors are actually not providing them. Many doctors don't have the time now because of insurance issues to actually go into this in the detail that really needs to be gone into. So if you are interested in taking care of your health, supporting your the people after you. I think you'd much rather be having a lot of fun with them rather than them being caregivers for you when you are in a memory care facility costing $5,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month or more of their hard-earned money if they can even work anymore. So once again, Dr. J, glad that you had an opportunity to watch this, and I look forward to speaking to you. Give us a call when you're interested in coming in for an evaluation. Thanks so much.
November is Alzheimer's Awareness Month. It's a devastating disease for patients and their family. And there are three mistakes that we make that we need to avoid because they're linked to Alzheimer's. Best-selling author Dr. Sordean joins us now, and he has this really interesting way of looking at Alzheimer's and your brain, which I found, I was reading through going, oh my, very cool.
Ronald Reagan, Margaret Thatcher, and B.B. King all died with Alzheimer's. As you mentioned, so many people are devastated by this illness, not only the people whose brain has fallen apart, but also those who are taking care of them.
Oh, it's a stressor on the entire family and on the friends, too. So it's pretty much every aspect of life is touched. You've come up with three things, though, that we need to avoid.
There are three mistakes to avoid. No, there is no silver bullet for Alzheimer's yet. So the first one I call the John Belushi because he was a very large man.
Right.
And so the more fat you have on your body, here, let me have you hold that.
Ooh.
Yeah, kind of disgusting.
Nasty, yeah.
The more fat you have on your body, and this is a model of a brain, the smaller your brain becomes.
That's 5 pounds of fat. It not only
that
feels
is 5
bad,
pounds.
it looks bad.
Some people have 10 or 20 of those extra on their body. So dealing with obesity is key component.
Okay.
The second I call the Prince Charles because Craig Ferguson on the Late Late Show used to make fun of his teeth. Well, if you have inflammation or bacterial infection in the teeth, that will go into the sinuses and eventually cause leaky brain syndrome.
Seriously?
Not a good thing, seriously. So take care of your teeth. Floss, use the dental picks.
Ooh.
A wide variety of things are very helpful for that.
I did not realize that. Here, you can have your fat back.
Well,
I don't
thank
need
you.
any extra fat.
And the third we call the Three Stooges because the Three Stooges used to hit each other in the head with a bat or you know, that do that, and it was really funny. They were funny, but they would do all these injuries, and people hit their heads throughout the course of their life, or maybe they have sports injuries, and if they don't take care of it right away, then their brain can degenerate because they're surrounding the brain, the spinal cord, are 3 layers of sort of like saran wrap that supply all the blood and oxygen to the brain. And if you have a whiplash injury, that will tug on it and it can close it off. Or other kinds of injuries, even hitting your head on a cabinet door too many times will do that. So you have to get that checked out to make sure that it's not closing off your brain.
That is interesting. Now, I'm going to assume that all of these are in your book, Super Brain.
All of these are in Super Brain, and we talk about that in detail, plus some other special things, particularly how does your brain develop? I think right now we're speaking, our brains are talking to each other. And most people don't realize that everything is your brain.
Well, it's interesting that those 3 steps are very simple things that you can do. Keep your weight under control. Make sure that you brush and floss regularly, and don't hit your head.
Don't hit your head, and take care of it when you start to notice signs that perhaps all those banging have caused emotional outbursts or a person's more fatigued. A variety of those key factors.
Dr. Sordean, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Cindy.
Very interesting. If you would like to go more in depth, Dr. J's book, Outsmarting the Dementia Epidemic, is available in bookstores and online now.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you.